To Chanakya Capital. Today, me, Ishika Mishra, going to be telling you three project finance tasks in renewable energy that can be easily done by AI in minutes. So please watch this video and replace those tasks with AI rather than doing it by yourself. The first task is understanding AI. Sorry, this is not a project finance task. This is the actual task you need to know. AI are identifying solutions for you. Artificial intelligence is not just writing emails or generating images. That's what the whole social media tells you that what you are actually doing. But no, it is reading 300-page power purchase agreements. It is analyzing 25-year cash flows. It is drafting lender term sheet. And in renewable energy project finance, one of the most document heavy and model heavy industry, AI is quietly becoming a force multiplier. And it is actually taking over those tasks that takes a ton of time and making sure that you utilize your time in the right way. Moving on to the actual task number one, and it is financial modeling, assumption, and building using AI. See, analyst spends are gathering CUF benchmarks, degradation rates, O&M cost structure, tariff comparisons, and debt terms across markets. Tools that can be used to do all these are Google Notebook LM or a private GPT with uploaded PDFs or a Claude with document upload. You must be wondering these are actually something where analyst actually has to put a lot of mind and read a lot of documents that are really heavy. But I assure you that AI is now that much intelligent that they can actually take out these uh, very crucial assumption and give it to you, and you can further make that model. Even AI can make that model. If you haven't seen how you can make a financial model through AI, please go back to Janaka Capital and have already made a whole video how to make a financial model with the help of AI, and it is fabulous. So instead of asking random ChatGPT questions, I upload a primary sources. Example you can upload is MNRE, annual report, SECI tender document, CARC tariff orders, state regulator orders, IRDA financing guidelines, or any other lender's financing guidelines, recent bid results, industry white papers. Now my AI is not guessing. It is reasoning only from uploaded sources. Ask structured analytical questions. So instead of generic prompt, show professional prompts. Like prompt number one, you can say CUF benchmarking. From the uploaded document, you are saying this to the AI. So I should start once again. So you are saying to the AI, from the uploaded document, summarize CUF benchmark from utility scale solar project in Rajasthan between 2020 to 24, cite source documents. So we are using an amazing AI that is called Notebook LM, and I just love it. You can see my previous video. My love towards Notebook LM is endless. So what Notebook LM does is extract CAF references, quote report sections, mention source PDFs. So instead of browsing 12 PDFs manually, AI synthesizes them in seconds. Now prompt 2, you can say degradation rate analysis. Extract degradation assumption used in tariff filings and financing documents. Like, and if you can do it for another one like O&M cost benchmarking, you can say summarize O&M cost benchmarking per megawatt for solar project India from uploaded sources. And you can also ask comparative questions. This is quite upgraded that most people stop at summary. You can go deep. You can say identify inconsistency in CUF assumption across government reports and private sector filings. Now it compares. This is where AI shines, and you're not just extracting, you are synthesizing. Now this may looks very heavy to someone who is listening to this for the first time, but they are very simple terms when you are entering a renewable energy project finance. This is something you should know, and AI actually is entering here. It is doing something very simple. Now we come to the task number two, that is PPA risk extractions and bankability screening. Have you heard about Anthropic Claude? One of the most famous AI today in finance industry. Its ability to long document analysis is amazing. So why Claude handles very large PDFs, strong at structured extraction, better at nuisance in long form legal text, can compare multiple documents in one thread. But of course it has limitation and it can ask you to pay something. Okay, so for example, you have received a draft PPA from a state utility in a 100 megawatt solar project. Your job is to screen it before sending it to legal counsel. Identify red flag for lenders. Traditionally, what you be doing? You will be seeing that 200-page document, 5 to 8 hour readings, risk of missing subtle clauses, and that happens with everybody. And I have been in investment banking, merchant banking, and I have done a lot of project finance for renewable energy. This takes actually a lot more time than 5 to 8 hours. It takes 2 to 3 days to be very accurate. What else you can do is you can upload a current PPA draft and secondly two previous bank financed PPAs. What will happen? You gonna be using a prompt. See, all the prompts that I'm saying is in the description, or you can go to my website. The link is also in the description. So first prompt for clause extraction could be extract and summarize the following from this PPA: termination, compensation structure, change in law protection, curtailment compensation, payment security mechanism, and late payment surcharge, which is the most important clauses of a PPA. Now, what Claude will return is a structured output. Termination clause, compensation formula, whether outstanding debt covered, whether equity IRR protected, and for example, payment security, LC structure, escrow mechanism, payment delay triggers, clear, organized, cited. This saves R. Instead of manually highlighting clauses, AI extract and structure risk categories instantly. But extraction is just the first layer. Now you go deeper. Prompt number 2, say bankability comparison. Compare termination compensation clause in draft PPA with bank bankable PPA 1 and bankable PPA 2. Identify identify the anything concerned factor for the lenders. Now AI will respond. Uh, it identifies what AI identifies as draft only pays 6 months tariff. Bankable PPA pays outstanding debt plus breakage cost. No equity IRR compensation, weak curtailment protection. Now you have the real analysis. This is powerful. AI is not just summarizing, AI is benchmarking legal structure across document. That's institutional. So clause extraction accuracy is very high, around 90 to 95%, but legal interpretation and enforceability still requires a project finance lawyer, and AI is the first layer screening, not a final legal advisor that we should know. That's built credibility. And coming to our third task, that is deep data. Okay, so our task 3 is deep data and financial modeling. So far, we have used AI to analyze what we already had. But in renewable energy finance, sometimes the biggest advantage comes from discovering what others haven't seen. Shortcut AI. Now, this is much stronger because in renewable energy project finance, models are huge, errors are expensive, and Excel mistakes kills credibility. This is where Shortcut AI shines. And again, we have that 100 megawatt solar project, a state utility off taker, and you're evaluating. So in a financial model, however good you are, you need somebody else to read the spreadsheet structure, detect formula inconsistencies, flag hard-coded numbers, identify broken references, and explain formula logic. Audit model architecture highlights structural anomalies. Now in task 1, we used AI for technical benchmarking. Task 2, we used AI for PPA bankability screening. But in project finance, one silent risk destroyed deals. That is model errors. A single broken link, incorrect references, or formula or any circulatory or reference mistake can change DSCR or IRR completely. For an example, you have a 100 megawatt solar financial model. 25-year projection, debt sculpting, DSCRs, calculations, tax shields, terminal value. Typical issues are hard-coded numbers, inconsistent formulas, broken link, range misalignment, accidental override. Now, what shortcut I will do? For example, we have to put prompt number one, model integrity check. So you can ask, scan this sheet, identify hard-coded value inside formula region, shortcut AI, highlight cell where consistencies or inconsistencies are embedded, flag inconsistent formula pattern, identify manual overrides. For example, prompt number two also comes, DSCR validation. You ask, validate DSCR calculation logic and flag inconsistency. Shortcut AI will check the CFADs, that is cash flow after debt service formula consistency, ensure debt service reference correct cells, flag mismatch across years. Now, this is not replacing financial modeling, it is acting like a second pair of analytical eyes, and that's build credibility. Overall, I just tried to give you simple task, but my major role was to tell you about an AI and how well they can do for your every kind of task in project finance, and not even in project finance, in any finance industry. These are some of the basic tasks that one may make mistake, and rather than making mistake, we can actually believe into a machine, and machines do not make mistake. We have heard that since we are born. So we just give credibility to this machine to check everything, and we enjoy the sweet part. So here I want to say thank you for watching. If you are here till the end, most of the people do not make it. My name is Ashika Mishra. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, and Chanakya Capital going to be amazing, doing many innovative things in future, helping you a lot. So be here with us.